Okay, what I'm going to cook today is a potato bird's nest, which is kind of a classic dish, and you've probably had it before, but we're going to do that. But then my take on it is I put an actual egg inside with a filling that looks like an egg. And the white part is cauliflower puree, and the yellow is carrot puree. And I did it initially, I thought it would be a fun way to get kids that maybe were reluctant to eat their vegetables because they'll have the little egg and the little spoon and individual servings, and you know how kids like that stuff. And it's been received pretty well, and you know, with the basket, who doesn't like fried potatoes? Okay, and I want to show you a little bit about my preparation of my recipe here. It'll be quick and dirty. The inside is, like I said, carrots and cauliflower. I take a carrot, it's peeled. I'm going to grate it on the small toothed grater. When you get your carrot, you're going to put it into a vessel, and you're going to cook it until it's soft. And the reason we're cutting it small is so it cooks faster, so we don't cook away all the nutrients and the flavor. And when it gets soft, then we're going to take it and we're going to put it in a sieve, and we're just going to put that carrot in there and then just force it through the sieve. And then we're going to put it back in a skillet, and we're going to cook it down a little more to get any excess moisture out of there. Now the cauliflower you really can't grate, but you're just going to cut it small as you can, and it doesn't matter what it looks like because it's just going to get cooked to a soft, and we're going to do the same thing with that. So that's how we make our filling. Now the egg is kind of the interesting part. We take an egg, and we have this little device, and there's any number of these that you can have on the market, anywhere from $10 to $35. Now it's really made to cut a soft-boiled egg to have at breakfast, for instance. But we take the narrow part of the egg. Now the difference, since we have a raw egg, is we're going to give that a lot of support there. And we're going to drop this a couple times. And if you don't have a clean cut, find that edge and drop it a couple more times, and then that, I'll do this over the sink here, that peels right off. We have our egg to do with whatever we want. We're going to rinse this out, and then we're going to boil it, and that's what we're going to fill with the vegetable puree. And I've got a couple here I've already done, so they're ready for us.
So you put the stuff in the egg?
Yeah, we get to pipe it in, which is fun, and we're going to get to that later. But first, I'm going to take a potato, and we're just going to peel a potato. And if you have a mandolin, and these are not expensive, and I've had this one. I must have had this one 25 years. I can't kill it. It's a great buy. It's I got this when I was in Minnesota at a kiosk or one of those barkers at the state fair, and like I say, you just can't kill it. I've got 3 more back here that I bought at various times because I knew this was going to die any minute, but it's just my favorite. So we're going to after we peel a potato, we're going to cut a flat edge off to start, so we have more uniform slices, and then cut this. We're going to pretend the skin's off this. Now, if you don't have a mandolin, then you're going to make 2 flat edges because you don't want to cut something that rolls. And then you're just going to cut small, about 1/8 to 1/4 inch slices. And then you're going to do the same thing. And you'll see these are just like we're going to have off the mandolin. So we've got these. Now, with French fries, you rinse them. We're not going to rinse these. We rinse French fries because we want to get some of the starch off so they don't stick together. But we want these to stick together, so it's important that we don't rinse them. Now, we're going to form this basket with this device, and that's just what it's made for. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can actually use two concentric strainers of different sizes, you know, like a tea strainer. You can hold them together, not the best solution, and these aren't that expensive. Or you could actually grate these on the grater and put them in a muffin pan and then form a little nest out of that too, and bake them. That'll work equally well. So the oil is heating up. How are we doing here? Almost there. So the good news is we have the starch on here to stick together. The bad news is it really wants to stick to this. So we're going to actually give this an extra spray with non-stick, the inside one and the outside one, and it'll help a little bit, but it's still going to be a little bit of an effort to get them off. So we're going to put these in here, and it's supposed to look rustic. So we'll just form these in here the best we can, and no two are alike. Now when you have your oil, you want to make sure you don't have the pan too full of oil, because as soon as it hits that, because of the moisture in here, it's going to raise up the side. Never more than half. And this is a little more than I would normally put in, but it has to be because we need something deep. Now, this is going in here. If I have one sticking out like this, pull it out because it's just going to get stuck. No. And that's just about 350. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to turn this a couple times, and sometimes that helps it not to stick. And then we'll just clip this together and let it go. This is your hot chocolate can. Now here we have cauliflower and carrot puree that I've already cooked down, got most of the moisture out of it. How's this coming? Now you'll see this is a Yukon Gold potato. It cooks a lot faster than the Idaho. You can use either one. And if you're making a whole lot of them, I use the Idaho. I'll cook this for about 3 or 4 minutes at 250 degrees, take it out, let it drain, and then reform the basket with those partially cooked potatoes to finish it off. That way you don't have, you can do a lot of them at once and not have to go through this whole process for each one. You see it's browning up nicely. So we're going to fill the puree into a piping bag, and I just used a throwaway piping bag with a nozzle. Now if you don't have a piping bag, it's not a problem. You could actually just spoon it in with a small spoon, or you can take a Ziploc, put it in there, cut the corner off, and you're good to go. Just about done. The vegetables you can season however you like them. If you want to put a lot of butter in or salt and pepper, whatever you like. Your family probably has their own way that they like them. You can even, with the cauliflower, mix mashed potatoes in. A lot of people like to do that. And if you really want to get fancy, you could get a whipper and make a foam to fill the egg. There, that's nice and brown, crunchy. Usually it sticks to this one. This is going to be easier. So now we're just going to go and loosen this off of here. And now we have our egg nest. Always want to salt it while it's hot. Go. Now we're going to take the cauliflower. Toss it in there. Take an egg. Now you always want to squeeze from the top, and if you have this bag full, you'll have the top twisted. You squeeze from the top and you just use the bottom to guide. So we're just going to fill this up. Like that. And then we'll just use this plastic bag just to show you how easy it is. Put that down in the corner. Clip it off. There's our yolk. We have the little lid. And voila.